The best beginner tip I can tell you is don't put too much power into your sweep and D-loop. Use an easy casting fly and a moderate sink tip. Try a high, slow, relaxed sweep and leave the peeling of the white mouse for a little later on in your casting career. Keep in mind, it's basically just a roll cast, and these Skagit heads are designed to roll cast extremely well, even with a minimal D-loop, although it's not optimum. Don't be in a big rush to shoot a bunch of line right away. Just like basketball, you got to start with a short shot, a mid-range shot, and then learn the three-pointer. If you're a more advanced caster, try holding your hands a little closer together to take advantage of the leverage provided by the fulcrum. If you're a weaker caster or have weak shoulder, grip your rod with your hands a little further apart to give you more power. If you really want to get good, cut the hook off your fly, stand in one place, and practice casting for hours. Concentrate on smoothness. Smoothness in the transition of the strokes and keeping tension throughout every sequence of the cast and concentrating on a smooth application of power through the forward stroke. Fluidity and proper technique create line speed. Brute force causes fatigue and failed casts. So for taking your spay casting to the next level, you want to keep your hands in front of you and keep your motions tight like this. You don't want to get your arms and shoulders back. You want everything here, and you want to pivot around with your bottom hand, keeping your top hand in front. As long as it's tight to your rib cage, your elbow is, you can come back here, but it's got to stay in front. And that will force the bottom of your rod to stay in a smaller area and make your rod do the work and not your body. So, instead of casting with my arms too much and getting out back here like that, I want to keep everything here. Right in here tight. So you're pushing with your top, pulling with your bottom, pushing with your bottom, pivoting with your top hand. Everything stays in close so the rod's doing the work right here in your hands in front of you. So here Charlie goes and throws an absolute laser, pretty much breaking all the rules I just talked about, with a pretty much dominant top hand cast, but he does use a good pull with the bottom hand. The important thing to remember is you have to use your top hand too, but it requires both hands for a really good cast. The other thing to remember is there's more than one way to skin a cat. Here he works on using his bottom hand more throughout the cast. What I believe is most important about using the bottom hand and keeping your hands in front of you is less fatigue throughout the day of fishing, and also a more efficient casting stroke, forcing the rod to do more work, and it's less fatiguing to your body, and it also creates more consistency. Particularly when you start doing touch and go casting, you can't be swinging your arms all over the place behind you and have any consistency in your anchor placement. Anchor placement is less critical with Skagit lines than it is with longer lines or in technical fishing conditions, such as being backed up to the brush and needing to place the anchor way out in front of you.